This meeting were accurately set forth therein. On January 7, 2011, a copy of said schedule was mailed to the Record, Jersey Journal, the Press Journal, and Time Warner Cable, and filed with the Borough Clerk. Copies are also mailed to all person requested same, and are prepaid the $10 fee for the year 2011 to cover the cost of providing notice.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Sarma?
Here.
Mr. Goldberg?
Here.
Mrs. Sargenti?
Here.
Ms. Kozowski?
Here.
Mrs. Taveri?
Here.
Mr. Poirier?
Here.
And Mayor Sokolich is absent.
Good evening. First of all, I bring apologies from Mayor Mark Sokolich, who's not here this evening, obviously. He has some relatives who live over in Croatia, and they're having the trip of their lifetime coming here to the United States, and he went to the airport to meet them, and he's been delayed and he won't be here. This past Sunday, we had a wonderful, wonderful ceremony here in the borough of Fort Lee. On a sad day, we commemorated the 10th anniversary of the events of 9/11. And although it was also a day of terrible tragedy, it was also a day which brought us together as a nation and as a community. And that sense of community was renewed here in Fort Lee this past Sunday at a very beautiful ceremony that must have been attended by, I would say, 1,000 people. It was very, very well attended. All our police, our fire, ambulance corps, emergency service workers were in attendance, and hundreds of ordinary citizens, as well as Congressman Steve Rothman, Senator Loretta Weinberg, Assemblypersons Joan Voss and Gordon Johnson. And I really want to thank the people on the committee who put this event together, the effort that was made to get this piece of twisted steel from the World Trade Center, from the towers. I want to thank the Port Authority for generously donating that piece to us, and most of all the general service workers and the Public Works Department workers and the parks workers in this town who did such a beautiful job in putting this memorial together. And for all those who were unable to attend on Sunday, I urge you to take the opportunity to go to Constitution Park and see this beautiful memorial tucked away in the northwest corner of the park in a very peaceful setting, honoring the fallen of that day and all the people that came to the rescue effort that day. And we will remember them at that site for many, many, many moons to come. We have a light there that is shining at all times in remembrance of those people. And again, go see it. It's a piece of our town now and a piece of our history that should be shared by all. The summer is over. The three pro tenors this past week finally got a chance to sing after numerous rainouts, and it capped a wonderful series of events at the community center this summer. The movies, the dancing, and these concerts, which included the Duprees and the Bronx Wanderers and the three pro tenors. There must have been 700-800 people there, Harvey.
Yes.
For the three pro tenors. And we're not done. I don't think we're ever done in this town in giving people an opportunity to participate in the community. On Sunday, October the 2nd, the Senior Citizens Picnic will be held from 1 to 3:30 p.m. at the Fort Lee High School parking lot, its usual site. Let us not forget the morning of October the 2nd, the annual Tour de Fort Lee will be held, the 12-mile bicycle, I wouldn't call it a race, race, or at least if I'm in it, it's not a race. Again, another opportunity to meet your friends and neighbors and get to know them better and enjoy the community life of our town. Having said all that, I think that the Borough Clerk has a proclamation that he would like to read.
Thank you. Whereas this nation's ardent promotion of the rights of people with disabilities affirms our commitment to ensure that people with disabilities have every opportunity to reach their full potential in every aspect of life, and whereas the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, which prohibits discrimination in employment, public accommodations, transportation, and communication, reaches its 21st year of implementation in 2011, and whereas there's much progress to celebrate and yet even more progress to strive towards, now therefore be resolved that the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Fort Lee does hereby declare October as National Disabilities Awareness Month in Fort Lee, and be it further resolved that the Mayor and Council do hereby proclaim that October provides a special opportunity to actively celebrate the significant contributions of people with disabilities and to strengthen even further our ongoing dedication to equal opportunity for every individual.
We have a very active committee in this town dealing with the Americans with Disability, and I would like at this time to ask Bobby Wales, who's the chairman of our ADA committee here in Fort Lee, to come up, or we'll come down to you, Bobby.
Stay there. I don't want you so close.
Okay.
Gotta get her a microphone.
It's in her hand, Bob. She got the...
And thank you, Council, for that proclamation. We really appreciate it. On behalf of the Fort Lee ADA Board, I would like to thank the Fort Lee governing body for acknowledging Disability Awareness Month, which is October, and for the support they have shown in the past and are continuing to show. I'd also like to thank Council Liaison to the ADA, Harvey Somer. Hi there.
Hi.
Harvey Somer, and Board Member Kay Ness, for all the help in continuing to secure accessibility in the borough. Finally, I would like to present each member of the governing body with a wristband to help show their support for October Disability Awareness Month, and I would really, really appreciate permission to distribute the wristbands to borough employees for their support as well. So can I have that too?
Absolutely, Bobby.
Okay.
And I'm coming down to you because I got this plaque to give to you, and I'm going to get some wristbands from you.
Okay, great. And put them all on now. Wait, I know you have them on.
Yes, Mom.
Thank you. Don't you know the right thing? Oh, wait, oh, come here.
Oh, that's great. Beautiful. Come here.
Harvey, get that.
I don't know where I can get up again.
Hey, wait. Max, hold on. Let Harvey get in there.
We have our liaisons.
Have your liaison go in too.
Oh, that's perfect. That's beautiful. Very nice. Very nice.
All right, one more without
One more
the
without the plastic.
There you go.
So it doesn't look cheap.
Harvey, can you get down, Harvey?
It doesn't look cheap this way.
That's the other brother.
It's my mother's living.
Mine too.
Until we shamed her.
Focus on plastic. They did before you think.
No, this one's
Never too early.
Slit.
getting tired.
Okay, thank you.
You have the wristbands?
Sharon.
Yeah.
Sharon.
I can give him that one.
Yeah, come up, get it. Fill that up. It's no toll at this gate.
This is dangerous. You better give this back to me. Because I'll start saying,
Oh, we have the box.
do you want me
Here's
to?
the box.
Yep.
Take one, pass it on.
You're done.
Thank you.
This isn't gonna fit.
Is there enough for everybody?
I see you get this over, right?
Okay, Bobby, thank you very much.
Okay.
Got it.
One family.
Sit.
Okay, I guess we have the approval of minutes next.
Thank you. Motion to approve the August 18, 2011
So moved.
Second.
meeting. Any objections or abstentions?
I abstain.
Thank you. And a motion to approve the September 8, 2011 executive session?
So moved.
Second.
Any objections or abstentions? Thank you.
Okay, will the clerk read the proposed consent agenda?
CA1, payment of claims. CA2, authorizing the hiring of part-time fall seasonal employees for the Recreation Department, termination date December 31st. CA3, authorizing execution of the Fort Lee Municipal Alliance application for 2012 and allocating a 25% match of said funding, $3,940. CA4, authorizing payment to Godhole Paving, Edgewater, New Jersey, for emergency sewer repairs made to Manatuck Avenue and Bridle Way, $23,810. CA5, authorizing settlement of tax appeal litigation entitled One Bridge Plaza Realty at One Bridge Plaza North, Block 6153, Lot 2, for tax years 2009 through 2012. CA6, amending limousine license service business name from Bounce Transportation LLC to Omar Hudson at One Bridge Plaza North, Suite 275. CA7, authorizing request for proposals for a voluntary deferred compensation 457 plan for borough employees. CA8, approving New Jersey Department of Transportation grant application for roadway improvements to Brinkoff Avenue. CA9, authorizing rejection of bid for ambulance club garage floor. CA10, approving auxiliary firefighter application for Andrew Dunn for fire company number 2. CA11 initially has been taken off. CA12 will be renumbered to CA11 if it's approved tonight, authorizing the purchase of 2 2012 Ford Explorers SUVs via New Jersey state contract from Cherry Hill Winter Ford, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, for the Fire Prevention Bureau, $59,060 for both vehicles, which include 3-year warranties for both vehicles.
Motion to introduce.
So moved.
Second.
Motion of the public.
So moved.
Second.
Anybody from the public wish to be heard? Dr. Levinson.
Thank you, Nina Levinson, 1560 West Street, Fort Lee. I don't understand CA3. What does execution of Fort Lee Municipal Alliance application? Is that membership application?
No, it's funding for the municipal alliance. They're giving us $15,000, close to $800 in funding, and we're matching with $3,900.
3,000, yes. And that is to run the municipal alliance?
Yes, that's running an after-school
That's
program.
it's an after-school program?
Right, for teens.
Oh, okay, thank you. And the other one is, how many dollars are involved in the CA6? No, the tax appeal, CA5, I'm sorry.
The total refund for all the years that they appealed is $73,304.
Oh, 73,000, whatever. That's a nice sum, nice big sum. Thank you.
Anybody else wish to be heard on the consent agenda? If so, motion to close.
So moved.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Mr. Soma?
Yes.
CA1 through CA12, Mr. Goldberg?
Yes.
Mr. Gente?
Yes.
Ms. Kozowski?
Yes.
Mr. Zaveri?
Yes.
Mr. Boyan?
Yes.
Passes.
Okay, council reports. As the finance liaison, I just want to make a brief report myself. As we all know, the economy the past couple of years has been in the tank. The decline in the economy and the decline in property values has affected the assessments in some cases and has resulted in a number of tax appeals, most of which we try to contest, and then we try to settle at the lowest possible number. In all of this bad news, you always try to find opportunity, and one of the opportunities as a result of this decline in the real estate market is that, as we all know, interest rates have also declined. And it gives us the opportunity here to take some of the bonds that we have previously issued here in the borough, and replace them with by issuing what are called refunding bonds. We refund the old bonds that were previously issued, and issue new bonds at a lower rate of interest. And of course, there are costs that are associated with going into a new issue of bonds, but when all is said and done, we see here an opportunity to save about $250,000 for the borough by doing an issue of refunding bonds, $100,000 of which would be reflected in next year's budget. This will be discussed at the next work session of the governing body next Thursday, and expect that we may even introduce an ordinance at that session, which will then come for public hearing here in October. But we want to move on this. We want to move on this expeditiously. And again, I think there's an opportunity, as we're always seeking, to save the borough some money. That's my report. Councilman Sommer.
Thank you, Acting Mayor Pohan. I just want to let everybody know not only Sunday, October 2nd is the Senior Citizen Picnic, but it's also the Tour de Fort Lee, which is a bicycle race and walk. Kids and adults can do that. It's a 12-mile bike road work and a 2-mile walk. It benefits the Fort Lee Education Foundation, which donates money to the schools for different programs. There's also a 50-50 raffle that goes along with this. Only 600 tickets will be sold on this 50-50 raffle. It's 9 a.m., rain or shine, at the Jack Alter Fort Lee Community Center. Sign up for this starts at 7:30 a.m., or you can register early online at www.flefnj.org. Also, I just want to make note that the Fort Lee Museum is hosting an exhibit to commemorate the 40th anniversary of the closing of the Palisade Amusement Park. They have a lot of historical stuff in there that is really nice, old stuff that the park closed. The park, this exhibit's going to be open until January 29th, 2012, and it's a really nice exhibit to see. Anyone who grew up in Fort Lee, like myself, remembers Palisade Amusement Park, and if you didn't, you're sure missing something. It was a great time for all. Also, October 29th is Historic Halloween Jitney Tour. A lot of people like to go on these Jitney tours. This is sponsored by the Fort Lee Historic Committee and also the Fort Lee Film Commission. Tours leave the Fort Lee Museum on Palisade Avenue starting at 11 a.m. on October 29th. It's free to the public. October 30th, 1 p.m., Fort Lee Museum also is Historic Film History Walking Tour. They're doing a walking tour of Main Street, free film history maps available to the public. November 5th is our big fundraiser honoring Mayor Mark Sokolich. This dinner dance will take place at the Doubletree Hotel in Fort Lee and include music by Fort Lee's own jazz band Sly Blue. All proceeds will go to fund the Thomas Paine statue that's going to be erected in Monument Park. We really need everybody's support on this to finish our fundraising in this important project. Tickets are available. Give a call to 201-693-2763.
Bobby, what's that date again?
It is, it is November 5th.
Okay.
November 5th. It's, I believe it's a Saturday night,
Okay.
November 5th. We're also having a retreat to victory at the Fort Lee Historic Park on Hudson Terrace. This is when the Brigade of American Revolution recreates General Washington's retreat to victory that took place on November 20th, 1776. and they're going to depart the park at noon and retrace Washington's footsteps up Main Street. And this is all, there's going to be hot cider and donuts will be served at the adjacent Fort Lee Museum after that. So we're very busy in the museum. I just want to alert everybody, all these things are going on at Fort Lee, and if anybody says they have nothing to do, we have plenty for you to do. And remember, the Fort Lee Farmers Market runs through the November 20th, 2011. Thank you, Acting Mayor.
Thank you. Council President. Councilman Goldberg.
Thank you, Council President. Just to touch on something that Armin said, if you go to see the memorial, which you really should go to see, you really should go see it after dark.
Yeah.
You should see it during the day, and you should go back and see it after dark. The DPW Special Project Group did such a great job on lighting that memorial that it actually looks like a flame is coming out of the top. And also, in part of it, there's a red, white, and blue 9/11 that just jumps out at you when you see it. And you know, I don't think we congratulate them enough on the job that they did. This is all done in-house, and it was just a great job that they did. And I just want to talk a little bit from the Fort Lee Film Commission. The Fort Lee Film Commission has successfully lobbied the Directors Guild of America through the Vice President, Gary Donatelli, and Fort Lee's own Alice Gay Blucher will receive a DGA Special Directorial Award for Lifetime Achievement at the October 13th Honors Awards program in New York City. Alice Gay was the world's first woman director, and in 1912 she built the Solex studio in Lemoyne Avenue in Fort Lee, where she directed, wrote, and produced hundreds of films. The Fort Lee Film Commission thanks the DGA for honoring Alice Gay. Also, on September 16th at 7 p.m.
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. At Fort Lee Historical Park, Our Last Summer in the Sun, slideshow and lecture on the history of Palisades Amusement Park, hosted by Palisades Amusement Park historian Vince Gargiulo, Palisades Interstate Park historical interpreter Eric Nelson, and Fort Lee Office of Cultural and Heritage Affairs Administrator Tom Myers. Will be held in the Fort Lee Historical Park Museum Auditorium off the Hudson Terrace. Call 201-693-2763 for further information. Admission is free. There's a reception from 7 to 7:30 with light refreshments will be served, and program will start at 7:13. Additionally, there's a lot more that's going on through the Fort Lee Film Commission. The Fall Cliffhanger Film Festival will start, that'll start in October, which I think I will report on the first meeting in October about that, Mr. Council President, so thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Goldberg. Councilman Michael Sargenti. Eloquently expressed. Councilwoman Ila Kosowski.
Thank you, Council President Pohan. The Fort Lee Library has some wonderful events. This Sunday, famous Irish singer Carla Quinn will perform at 2 o'clock in the library this Sunday. She's wonderful. September 22nd, 3 Iron, 6:30 at night, movie. And on Sunday, September 25th, the surrogate of Bergen County, Michael Dressler, will be there at 2 p.m. to answer all your questions about your future, your estate, your probate. Very, very important seminar, and it is entitled Know Before You Go. So our surrogate, Michael Dressler, will be in the Fort Lee Library Sunday, September 25th. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you. Councilman Severi.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm going to repeat once more that one of the highlights of the year that really cap off 52 other weeks is the Senior Citizens Picnic. Fort Lee treats its senior citizens with the well-deserved respect and admiration that they truly do deserve, and they really go all out for it. So every year there's lots of volunteers. As long as the weather holds out, it's not too hot or too cold, there's plenty of food, there's plenty of entertainment, plenty of gifts. The drawing for the raffle goes on for hours and hours, so everybody's assured to receive something. Come out, enjoy your neighbors, enjoy the camaraderie. You know that we'll all be there for you, so we look forward to it. And thank you, Kay, for putting together a very good group of people to honor our senior citizens. Earlier that day, I have a question from our acting mayor as whether or not he's going to be participating once again in the Tour de Fort Lee in the cycle event.
I am first making inquiry of the Fort Lee Ambulance Corps as to whether or not they will have sufficient personnel on site, and then I will make my decision based upon their availability.
Council President, if I could just say, just make sure when you're driving, bring your insurance card.
I also want to add my praise and thanks to all those that participated in the establishment of the 9/11 Memorial in our Constitution Park. I'd also like to thank all those that did as much as they did in preparation for that ceremony. It was a very tastefully done, respectful event. Very well attended. The weather held out. Everybody who spoke, from the heart, and there were some wonderful, speeches that were short, concise, and very moving. One we had from a recent soldier who came back from Afghanistan and Iraq, who spoke about the goodness that came out of that experience. He was just 10 years old, or 12 years old at the time of 9/11, and it really did change his life, and it changed his life for the better. We also had one of our own volunteer firemen who was who actually is a survivor of the 9/11 because he was at the World Trade Center at the time, and he spoke and gave a very moving speech about how it affected him and how it affects all of us. And once again, that solemnness was not overshadowed but equally balanced with the appreciation of all those emergency services personnel. A lot of those people in Fort Lee were still there, in mass. The police department was there, 21-gun salute. The fire department, the emergency management, and the ambulance corps. They were all there, and it really made you feel proud to be a citizen of the borough of Fort Lee. So we can thank all those who are there for us every day. They're ready for almost any emergency that someone could throw at us, and feel good about being in Fort Lee. I know I do. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Cerveri. When he advised me that he wasn't going to be able to attend tonight, the mayor also cautioned me, you better not like that seat too much. The chair is not that good, but what I do appreciate is the opportunity which you have when you control the agenda is if you got to say something, you got a second bite at the apple. And one of the things that I wanted to say before, and I hope you, when you watch the replay of this,
Frisbee and hula hoop. To find out how InventHelp can help you try to submit your